19.5 Regulation of kidney function. The functioning of the kidneys is efficiently monitored and regulated by hormonal feedback mechanism involving the hypothalamus, JGA, and to a certain extent the heart. Osmoreceptors in the body are activated by change in blood volume, body fluid volume, and ionic concentration. An excessive loss of fluid from the body can activate these receptors, which stimulates the hypothalamus to release antidiuretic hormone ADH or vasopressin from the neurohypophysis. ADH facilitates water reabsorption from lateral part of the tubule, thereby preventing diuresis. An increase in body fluid volume can switch off the osmoreceptors and suppress the ADH release to complete the feedback. ADH can also affect the kidney function by its constrictory effect on the blood vessels. This causes an increase in blood pressure. An increase in blood pressure can increase the glomerular blood flow and thereby the GFR. The JGA plays a complex regulatory role. A fall in glomerular blood flow, glomerular blood pressure, GFR, can activate the JG cells to release renin, which converts angiotensinogen in blood to angiotensin 1 and further to angiotensin 2. Angiotensin 2, being a powerful vasoconstrictor, increase the glomerular blood pressure and thereby GFR. Angiotensin 2 also activates the adrenal cortex to release aldosterone. Aldosterone causes reabsorption of Na plus and water from distal part of the tubule. This also leads to an increase in blood pressure and GFR. This complex mechanism is generally known as the renin-angiotensin mechanism. An increase in blood flow to the atria of the heart can cause the release of atrial natriuretic factor (ANF). ANF can cause vasodilation, dilation of blood vessels, and thereby decrease the blood pressure. ANF mechanism therefore act as a check on the renin-angiotensin mechanism. 19.6 Micturition. Urine formed by the nephron is ultimately carried to the urinary bladder, where it is stored till a voluntary signal is given by the central nervous system (CNS). This signal is initiated by the stretching of the urinary bladder as it gets filled with urine. In response, the stretch receptor on the wall of the bladder sends signal to the CNS. The CNS passes on motor's message to initiate the contraction of smooth muscles of the bladder and simultaneous relaxation of the urethral sphincter, causing the release of urine. The process of release of urine is called micturition, and the neural mechanism causing it is called the micturition reflex. An adult human excretes on an average 1 to 1.5 liters of urine per day. The urine formed is a light yellow colored watery fluid which is slightly acidic, pH 6, and has a characteristic odor. On an average, 25 to 30 grams of urea is excreted out per day. Various conditions can affect the characteristics of urine. Analysis of urine help in clinical diagnosis of many metabolic disorders as well as malfunctioning of the kidney. For example, presence of glucose, glycouria, and ketone bodies, ketonuria, in urine are indicative of diabetes mellitus.